Alrighty, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another freaking Minecraft video, dude. We're hanging out today. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. I haven't filmed one of these Minecraft videos like this in like ages. I have been making like Minecraft videos, but not like a traditional Minecraft video, if that makes sense. I don't know. That probably doesn't make sense, but nonetheless, here we are. And I have a plan. I have something I want to build today. And so I figured I'd try and make a video. Let me first show you a couple of things that I've been working on in the world. Although I know anybody who's watching this video probably isn't that familiar with this world. But that's alright. It's a Let's Play series that I started last summer. Like, I think it started March of 2024. We've built a lot of cool stuff. This is what I recently finished. So our starter home was on that side. I recently made an expansion to this starter home. Ooh, almost didn't make it through the door there. And I had essentially built up the walls and the framework of what I wanted this new part of the house to be. And then I never put a roof on it. So I finally put a roof on it. It's not the fanciest, nicest thing I've ever built, but I do think it looks nice enough for me to enjoy it. Like, I think it looks cool. I like the size. It's very spacious. Like, if we walk into the old part of the house here, this used to be just a total sealed off wall. I feel like I talk about this in every video. That's probably annoying, but this used to be what we were working with, and it was a nice house. It's a great house, but this storage system was just not cutting it anymore. So we're gonna start integrating into a bigger storage system with a good amount of organization. I haven't really started moving things into that yet, and that's not for today's video. Another thing I started working on, by the way, I didn't really give a tour of this house. I'm getting sidetracked. Another thing I started working on is our little castle area, our city castle thing. I just like showing off this door. I don't know. The little city gates here. So I started putting in, when I think of a city, I'm thinking not like grass floors. I'm thinking like a stone walkway. So I started putting in this sort of checkered pattern with andesite and diorite because we have tons of that stuff. And I also added this little street lamp that I think looks really nice, especially in the night times, but you guys can't really see that. And well, I think one thing is when I started building this thing, I was thinking of a castle, but I wasn't really thinking of a city. But we've got the beginnings of a castle here. If we get up high, we can take a look. You know, we have like our castle wall, we have like our little shooting tower, and then we have this big church looking ish building. I don't know what the heck. I think I called this Stronghold Keep or something. I don't know, whatever. Now I'm thinking this would look really cool if we just slowly started to populate it. So I want to make it a city, like I've been saying for the past 20 minutes, because if you walk over here across the bridge that I really like, this bridge is so cool, and I never walk across it because I fly everywhere. We have a village here, and it's actually like populated with villagers. You can hear them. Can't really see them right now. There's some farmers down in this area. You can see a couple of them. I always think that they're zombie villagers because of the green on the back of their heads, but they're not. I made sure that everything within this walled off space was lit up, so the only way hostile mobs could get here would be like from the ocean. So I guess that is possible if some drowned zombies come up, but I want to leave the beach, so I'm not going to do anything about that. If it happens, we'll just have to cure them all, and then we'll even get discounted prices. But I do actually trade with these guys from time to time. I haven't been lately because I haven't been playing this game lately. Our mending villagers here. So yeah, anyway, you get the point. We have a village over here. I really like the vibe of it, although I don't spend a whole lot of time in it because I haven't been building over here lately. But, whoops. Then you move over here and it's just like dead. Like, you just have this open space and there's nothing going on in here. We just have this kind of thin, tall build that has nothing inside of it. Like, I don't go over here for anything. But I have always wanted to make a pretty nice looking city in Minecraft. So that's what I'm going to start working on today. Today's going to be the first house of the city. That's going to be like the main building. For now, we already have that riverside house, which I made when I was not in the mood for making YouTube videos at all. So this whole thing I just did like on a whim when I just wanted to build, but I didn't want to create YouTube videos. And I just got on and I started building because this is my best like survival world. I just have a whole lot of resources and really good tools and stuff like that. So I just hopped on and grabbed a bunch of resources. These chests are empty, but that's, I guess, the quick tour of the house. It has this nice little dock area so you can fish. You can kind of live it on the river, and I wanted to try using like colored glass panes. I don't really like the red, if I'm being honest. And I think it's a little bit too plain, like I didn't do enough 3D. Like I think the top looks a lot better than the bottom, and I also don't like the roof. I mean, there are things I like about this build. I like the overall vibe, I guess you could say. I kind of like the way I did this little 3D using the stairs above the glass panes. I like that it's right on the water and just kind of tucked away so you can see it when you're in other parts of the base, like over here. You can just kind of see it down in the sunset. But today is different. We're going to put the first house, building, whatever, blacksmith, I actually don't know what it's going to be yet, of the city. And I want it to be right as you walk through the city gates, which we can close, to the left right here. I think this is a perfect spot. We have this little cheap staircase to get on top of the wall, you know, to defend the city if we want. But I think this would be really cool to make a bunch of houses in and just a really cool like city vibe, and then fill it with more villagers and just kind of make it more of a, like sort of a connected thing. Like you got the outskirts village with all the farming area, and then you got the more sophisticated city up here. I just think that would be really cool. It would take a lot of work, but hey, I mean, I'm not in a rush. And with that, I've done a whole lot of yapping, so let's go ahead and sleep through the night. And I'm going to start building this thing. So as a young YouTuber, a new YouTuber with not a lot of followers, especially playing a game like this, it's really hard for me to determine what to record and what not to record. What's interesting, what's not interesting, all that kind of thing. So I'm kind of learning, especially on a video like this, when I haven't done a just straight up building Minecraft survival video in a long time. I want to get spruce logs. Let's see if I could find any over here. Look at these farms, man. Man, I love this world. It is so cool. It is so cool. So like I was saying, it's tough for me to determine what I should be recording and what I don't need to record. So bear with me as I embark on my little journey figuring that out. So I'm probably not going to record right now because this is the point where I just want to like kind of listen to some music and lock in, start placing some blocks down, and it looks like I'm actually going to have to go collect more spruce logs, which is great. Do we have a spruce tree over here? I have my beacon set up. Yeah, we got a bunch of them. Okay. So yeah, I can mine those. I've been yapping for 8 minutes now, almost 10 minutes. So I'm just gonna shut up. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, so I've been working for a little while, and I think I was cooking. Like, I don't know. What do you think? We got some cool stuff going on. I know it's you know, now that I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, yeah, it's pretty gray. It's pretty gray. But that's all right. Gray's cool. Yeah, it doesn't look really great on the shady side. That's the one thing with shaders is like the side with the sun on it always looks better. Anyway, sorry if I seem a little bit low energy. It is much later in the night now. Like, I've been working on this for a while, and then my grandpa called, and I chatted with him for like, honestly, not that long. Oh, I'm missing a pillar right up there. Like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, and sometimes I could get on the phone with him. We could chat for hours. So really wasn't that long. He just wanted to catch up and say hi, see how I was doing. And I haven't talked to him for a while, so that was a nice conversation. But back to this little project. And I'm trying to figure out like how I want to do this one exactly. I think that looks fine. Okay, so this is kind of the feel I'm going for. I wanted it to be stone. I wanted it to have a lot of depth. And I think we've achieved those things. A lot of wooden framing, a lot of depth. Haven't thrown in any of the glass panes, but I could start doing that now. You know, I should probably get a resource pack that like connects these textures, because it just looks so much better with connected textures on the glass panes, I gotta say. Or on glass in general. Can't believe that I'm not playing with one of those. I mean, do I even have? Maybe I already have one that I'm not using. Golden Days. I have default. programmer art. Let me see if I take out without programmer art, it probably will be connected textures. Let's see. Yep. Looks a little bit different. So I guess I've been playing with the classic look of Minecraft instead of the new updated version. But this looks cool too. Anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna keep working on this. I need to finish off the walls and then start working on the roof. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a progress update, talk through what I'm thinking about the build so far. I guess some of the ideas I've had. I want to try and add a big window in the center here. I think that'd be cool. Maybe some details if I have the time and energy for all that, but I might not tonight because the roof is already going to be hard enough on its own. But I am already noticing that if I just do it exactly like this, it's going to be a lot of gray. I did like the little texture though with the stone brick and the andesite. I think that turned out nice. That's a nice touch. So let's see what I can do here. I might end up just keeping, like, I don't know how I'd shift from stone brick at this point to a different block up there unless I broke these top 2 layers down and replaced it with something else from there. That might work. But if I did that, what would I replace it with? We can do diorite. I don't think that would look too nice. I could do deep slate, or I could do a wood type. Deep slate might actually be the way to go. Alright, let me work on this. Okay, real quick before I start the roof, I ended up making a change. I switched out, obviously, the bottom here for deep slate rather than doing the top because I think if I did the top, it would have just been too dark overall. Like, I wanted just highlights of dark, but mostly this build to be like the gray stone texture with a lot of the spruce wood highlights. And I think we've achieved that exactly. And by swapping the bottom, which is kind of nice because from the outside it looks like it's 2 blocks high, but when you go inside, it's actually 3 blocks high. And I like the oak floor compared to the spruce ceiling. Like, I think the colors just all mix really well. I think we have a good pattern for the windows up here. Like, obviously we don't need to decorate the interior, so I'm not really too worried about where the windows go. It's not like I'm putting a bunch of chests or a farm or anything like that up there and I'm getting a text message, but you know what, I'll look at that later. So yeah, this is kind of the design I went for, and I think this is what I'm going to keep. I would like to maybe add a flower box or 2. You know what, let's try and do that right now. Well, I'll probably do it mostly off camera because flower boxes are weird, but I need more. Do I have spruce on me? Yeah, I'm going to need some more trapdoors for that, which is no problem. We have plenty of spruce. 19. Yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty. Let's try and do a little flower blocks, right? Or a flower. Oh my goodness. Does this silk touch do grass? Oh, thank goodness. Let's do a little flower box right here in the very front. Like, I'm thinking like right there. And then I'll do like that. And then we'll do little trapdoors all the way around. I said I was going to do this off camera, but here we are. So, oh, when you're crouched, it doesn't flip the trapdoor, huh? That's kind of interesting. And then let's just build over this way. And then later, after I've done the roof, I can go ahead and add like a couple flowers onto there. But that's just another detail. I'll probably add one more over here. We can do one on like the floor level here. Okay, let's get 2 more. 2 more of these. It feels so unmanly building a flower box, I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? It's fine. It's totally fine. Let's do some deep slate stairs here. This is honestly not the right deep slate, but it is what it is. I only have, yeah, the tile stairs, and they'll do just fine. If I really wanted to, I could make it on the ground, but it would make things a little bit more weird. And then maybe one more on the back or on the right side here. Yeah, let's do it on the right side. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit of the thought, or not the thought process. I say that like every clip, man. I gotta think of better things to say. I wanted to show you guys like what I changed before I went ahead and started the roof. So I'm going to go ahead, finish these little planter boxes, and then I'm going to build the roof, and we'll be back once that is done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a finished product. It looks pretty decent. We got the roof on there. The only finishing touches I want to do is I'm actually going to try adding vines on here. This is the only piece of vine I had in my chest system. So if I throw one down, I believe I'm actually looking at like one of the few little things that bothers me, that 2 of those blocks are spruce and one of them is deep slate. But that's a very minor detail that most of the time you'll never see. Anyway, I'm hoping if we throw some vines on there and they grow over time, it'll grow to be like a pretty nice aesthetic. But we'll see. I'm just going to go around now and add some flowers onto the little, whatever they're called, the little flower boxes. And maybe we'll do a little tour in and out. I don't even remember how many flower boxes I made. I think there's one more over here. Whoops. We'll add just a dandelion to that one. Yeah, perfect. And it's about to be nighttime. And we can't sleep yet. So let's go ahead and look at the inside while the sun is going down. And yeah, it's very well decorated. We have a nice crafting table and lantern. I also threw down a lantern upstairs. You can see it's very spacious. I'm not going to throw anything in there, at least not for now. We have extra space. I mean, I really just wanted to build this building for the aesthetic of it, not for the utility, I guess. And we have a lot of buildings like that. If you look at the village, I mean, you could see it's the same exact situation. Not in our main base area. Like, all of these buildings essentially serve a purpose. Actually, I'm wrong. Well, no, this building serves a purpose too. It's where our horses, this is our little barn stable thing for the horses. This building is where we enchant things. And it's actually also got a little fish tank for our axolotls that we used to keep in this pond that I made with the waterfall, and then they started dying somehow or despawning in the pond. Unfortunately, this was a super cool pond. Maybe we'll add some fish to that or something. I don't know. But anyway, like I was saying, let's go ahead and get a flyby of our base. So this is the village district. A lot of these houses don't have much of a function over there in the village district, other than the fact that they're where the villagers live and sleep, so we can go there to trade, I suppose. And then lastly, we have the first house of the little castle city area. So hopefully we can build this area into a city over time. I think we're off to a pretty solid start. Man, I really seem a little bit low energy, and my mouth is getting dry because I've been yapping and I haven't been drinking enough water. But I'm really happy with this. I think this is a lot of fun to build it. Although it did take a lot of energy, I think it's going to be a really nice addition to the world. And I really like the way the roof kind of came out, where there's sort of like there's 2 parts to it, you know? But one part is just slightly smaller than the next one, and I was able to blend them pretty decently. I think this build had a lot of depth. I think the shaders are doing it an injustice being on that side, because I normally look at it from this side, so that's kind of not fun, but we can still, you know, appreciate it as best we can. This backside does look a little flat. I think we should add a flower box over there. Let's just do a flower box of size like 2. Because it wouldn't make sense if we did it unsymmetrically, you know. Sweet, we already have all the stuff we need. And I even learned this little trick where I can get up on the trapdoor. I know that doesn't seem like a very cool trick, but you know what? It's cool to me. Throw a poppy on there, and we're done. See how easy that was? Very easy. We just added a little bit of extra detail on there. And yeah, I think the back side could probably use maybe another window up there or something. I don't know. I'll keep looking at it. I mostly look at it from the front, and I like what I see. Oh yeah, the vines are already spreading. That's cool. I hope they add a really cool aesthetic And more importantly, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you liked the build and all that. I had a lot of fun making this video and building this in Minecraft. So if you did, please let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. But yeah, that was a really good time. I'm really actually sad to be hitting the end record button, but I know I've been yapping a lot and I'm running on fumes at this point, so it's probably best that I call it a day, get some rest, and I'll keep playing the game on my free time until we can think of maybe another house or the next project to work on that I'm excited about. So I'll see you guys then. Like I said, thanks for watching. Have a great day.